Chris Young, and tomorrow on today's Country 103.5 WEZL, chance to win a trip to Vegas coming up, courtesy of Hendrick Chevrolet, Savannah Highway, between noon and 1 today, during the High Noon Saloon, the all-request lunch with Little Billy West.
With Bill West, that's right.
And then we do it again at 6, the all-request show. In fact, it's the top 6 at 6. Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Top 6 at 6.
Sounds right.
With Justin. And the way to get those requests in, if there's a song you want to hear and you want to make sure you hear it like at noon or at 6, is make a request and get your friends to make requests. And you can do it at WEZL.com, keyword request. Or you can email or Facebook or whatever.
And then they send all of that into that big computer.
It goes all in that.
Makes noises and
big
shakes, and then it tabulates and spits things out.
We're talking about Bill. That's the way. Yeah, Bill is our big computer. we shovel all that stuff into his head, and he does everything Rick just said and spits out something. It's really an amazing thing to watch. We were talking about restaurants off air here a minute ago, and you said you read a survey yesterday that people would drive an average of 50 miles to go to a good restaurant or their favorite restaurant?
Yeah, 50 miles is the number.
So that would be like from downtown Charleston driving to almost to Orangeburg.
Yeah.
Not
if
quite.
There were a really, good restaurant.
No, it'd be like driving to 95, wouldn't it? It'd be like hitting 95. Would you drive from downtown Charleston as far as Interstate 95 just to go to dinner?
I would if there were a really good restaurant there.
Once in a while? A couple times a year?
Once in a while. Like I tell you an example of this. After church, about once a month on Sunday, we drive all the way out to Monk's Corner, which round trip is probably 40 miles. All the way out to Monk's Corner to go eat at the Barony House.
All the way out to Monk's Corner.
That's a good little hike after church.
Like that's a weekend getaway or something. That's Monk's Corner. That's right up the street.
It's still a little hike. It's round trip, probably 40 miles.
I drive that going to the mall.
I do that going to work.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well,
what you talking about, Willis?
Why you gotta make me sound stupid?
We're talking about like Gary. He goes to Savannah to eat.
I did. There's a restaurant in Savannah that Darlene and I found, and we love it. It's Nick's on the River, and they got the best filet mignon. We drove down there for our anniversary.
I would totally
dinner.
do that.
Come on back.
So you do it once a year.
Every now and then,
you would make an hour one-way drive once a year to go to a favorite restaurant.
But when David was playing ball, we would go to Somerton. You know how far Somerton, that's up
Lord.
95.
Yeah.
We would go there to a diner just to have breakfast and come back.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, we'll do that.
Well, I take that back. About twice a year, we drive to Charlotte to go to Steak and Shake. I love that place.
Mm-hmm.
A Steak and Shake. I saw one of those closer.
I think
than
know
Charlotte.
what? I think there's one in Myrtle Beach. We probably should go there instead of Charlotte.
Yeah.
I've never.
Well, you go to that place up in
Steak and Shake.
Rogersville.
It's a little hamburger joint, 24-hour hamburger joint.
You like to go to John's, don't you?
Well, they closed Big John's down.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that's a song title, isn't it?
They closed Big John's down.
They closed Big John's down. I think that's a song.
Now what we do whenever we plan a vacation, whatever city we're going to, we always look on the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives website on the Food Network to see if they've been at any of those locations. And then we'll go to a
So you go
restaurant.
to the Dives. You're not talking about a good restaurant.
No. Well, sometimes we'll drive to Columbia to go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
What's that?
It's a steakhouse. Unbelievable. Some of the best food I've ever had.
Now, why could the meat there be any better than it is downtown?
I don't know. I don't know. It really is good. We enjoy.
I had a good steak I got from Publix last night. Cooked it on the grill.
Didn't have to go anywhere, did you?
Nah, just went out around the corner of the house. Cooked it on the grill.
I'd once wanted, and my wife shut me down on this one, but I'd wanted to plan a vacation around where a Po Folks was, because there are still a few Po Folks left, and I used to love that restaurant.
So you were just going to take a road trip and drive from this Po Folks to that Po Folks?
Well, I just wanted to go to one Po Folks, but it's way like in the middle of Florida.
I feel that way
something.
about Grandy's. I would go to Grandy's.
There's one in Savannah. There's a Grandy's in Savannah.
Wow,
I looked it up too.
Trip.
I feel that way about like Crystal.
There you go.
Crystal, closest one I think is Myrtle Beach
Or Columbia. I think those are the two. There's one on Interstate 20 heading toward Atlanta, outside of Columbia. But because I have driven, I literally have driven to Columbia to eat at
to
Crystal.
get one of those, yeah.
Just stop in the car?
I didn't tell my wife because she'd leave me.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't ride your bicycle there.
I had to ride it twice when I got back. Yeah. I let that die.